What's up, Niner fans? My name is JT Magnum. Welcome back to Niner News. I know you've been waiting for me to discuss the game on Thursday Night Football as the Seattle Seahawks demolished our 49ers 20-3. I'm going to get, of course, into it. But first, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to all the fans of the 49ers for the debacle that is our season right now. And for me, for thinking, basically I fell for it. I took it hook, line, and sinker. I fell for their lies. And if you want to know what I'm talking about Jed York. He lied to me. Jeep Chris lied to me. Jim Tomsula lied to me, although I still like Jim Tomsula, but I just think they're lying. Trent Baalke, he lied to me. Eric Mangini, he lied to me. All of them. He lied to all of you. All of them. All of them. They all lied to all of you. All of you 49er fans out there, they lied to you. You know why? Promises. Broken promises. They said what they wanted to say. Basically, they said what you guys wanted to hear. It would be fine without Jim Harbaugh, which I still believe it would be fine without Jim Harbaugh, but I'll discuss that in just a moment. But they said all the things you guys needed to hear to be able to buy those season tickets, to be able to support them still, so they can have their billion-dollar stadium, just reap the benefits of our money. Meanwhile, we suffer because we have to watch a team just battle, but just get beat because of poor coaching, because of bad decision-making, because of people that just don't care enough to put guys in the right positions to win, because they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap about us fans. And I'll get right into it. The Seattle Seahawks embarrassed the 49ers on Thursday Night Football. All the true colors just seemed to come out. They knew our playbook because it hasn't changed in basically 4 years. It's the same playbook, just modified just a tiny bit. Jeep Chris could not think of his own playbook. He basically took Greg Roman's playbook, which sucked, and just revamped it a little bit to try to make it his. That's all. It's like cheating on an exam. It's like basically plagiarizing somebody's essay, finding a really good story, plagiarizing it, and just changing a bunch of words to make it sound like yours. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. Let's start off with the offensive line. Okay? The offensive line has Eric Pierce on the right side, who I've talked about all year long. He sucks. He just sucks. Jordan Devey on the right at the right guard position. Now, if I was a coach and I saw my quarterback running for his life almost every play, I would take those two out of there. Those are the two weak points. Alex Boone and Joe Staley have played pretty decent together on the left side, but yet he's a right tackle. Alex Boone can play right tackle. But yet they leave Joe Staley there and they leave him at left guard. Why? Why are they doing that? Who knows? Who knows, Niner family? Who knows? And by the way, this is going to be a longer video. Tweet this at Jed York nonstop. If you have a Twitter, tweet this at Jed York and tell him to listen to Niner fans like me who have something to say about the team, who love the team, who support the team, who made a video about how it's going to be fine and for 49er fans to relax. And now I feel awful about making that video, and I almost feel like deleting it, but I'm not. I'm going to own up to it. I'm going to stand up and stand my ground that I believe that this team will eventually come over this or get over this, but they need the coaching to step up. That's all. You have the right talent. You have the good players, but you got to use them and stop getting rid of the other players. So let's talk about this offensive line again. Why not put Alex Boone at right tackle? Why not leave Joe Staley at left tackle? Why not put Brandon Thomas or Andrew Tiller at left guard? Why not put Trent Brown at right guard? He's a big boy. He can do that position. They won't get in on him on there. Leave Marcus Martin at center till Daniel Kilgore comes back. And the offensive line will probably be a little bit better than it has been in the last few weeks. Why not? Why aren't they playing these younger players? Can they suck any worse than Eric Pierce and Jordan Devi are at this point of the season? Can they suck that much worse? It doesn't take a freaking genius or brain surgeon to figure out that, you got a problem on the right side of the line. Adjust it. Fix it. Why leave the same players? They're not getting any better. They're not doing any better. Stop leaving them in there. Get them out of there. They're veterans. Get them out. Get the young guys in there. Let them play. Let them get some experience. Let them play. You're 2-5. The season's already pretty much over. Fix it. Fix the line. Okay, let's get into the Kaepernick. I'm tired of people defending him. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of it. He had a couple good weeks. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Against the Giants, who have no secondary, and they were banged up that day. Against the Ravens, who have no secondary, who are banged up as well. They've been basically making quarterbacks look like all-stars or Pro Bowlers all year long. You know what? He's not good anymore. He's lost confidence. He's lost it. He looks like a deer in headlights. He has lost it. I supported Cap. I liked Cap. I thought he was the future. I thought he was the man. But right now, I do not like Kaepernick. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. I'm not a supporter at this point. If he does good, yeah, I'll cheer for him. Yeah, I'll root for him. They're my Niners. I gotta root for him. But you know what? When he does bad, my God, does he do bad. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. He can't make a decision. He can't figure it out. He can't read the blitzes. He knows where they're coming from, and he can't find the hot reads. A good quarterback throws people open. If you don't want to know what I'm talking about, a good quarterback will basically, if you're running an out pattern or if you're running a hook, basically just turning around, the ball will be in the air before you make your move. That way, when you're making your move, the ball's right there. All you got to do is catch it, get a bounce, or catch it around the field or whatever. But you know what he does? He waits till you get open before he throws the ball. Gives a defender a chance to break on it every time. I've never seen him throw somebody open. The good quarterbacks do that. He's had 4 years under his belt, and I get it. He's still young. He's still a baby. I get it. But you know what? Come on. You've got to learn by now. And I'm tired of the excuses that he has no offensive line, that he has no time to do this. Because you know what? Russell Wilson has a worse offensive line than we do. Yes, I said it, and I still say it to this day. That Seattle offensive line is garbage. They're horrible. They don't block. It's like a jailbreak every time they're Russell Wilson. Yet that dude finds a way to break free, finds a way to buy some time enough, or makes reads fast enough that he gets that ball out of his hand quickly, gets the right read, or throws it deep, or finds somebody. Yeah, he might make a mistake every now and then, but at least he's trying. At least he's getting out of the pocket. At least he's finding a way to break free. Colin Kaepernick can't find an opening to save his life. And Russell Wilson does it with ease. Yeah, he might have been taking more sacks, but his offensive line is worse. And at least his team has 3 victories, including one over us, including a nice bomb that he threw to Tyler Lockett, which let me get to that. Let me finish the offense first. Let me just finish up this offense. Jeep Chris lied to us. Okay? Jeep Chris and Jim Tomsula, they have lied to us. Okay? They promised us speed in offense, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. But every time they promise us speed, why is Anquan Bolden running deep routes? Anquan Bolden was on a bum hamstring. He was hurt all week, barely practicing. Yet, my boy is running deep routes when we have Torrey Smith, when we have Bruce Ellington, when we have Quentin Patton, when we have DeAndre White on the bench. Why is Anquan Bolden even in the game? If anything, sit him. The New England Patriots aren't afraid to sit players. They're not afraid to attack weaknesses of teams. They adjust according to teams that they play. Why can't the San Francisco 49ers figure that out? Why? They have Eric Mangini. He was on the Patriots during some of those years. You can't make a pointer, hey, we adjust to whoever we play. No, they start the same people. They keep the same people every time. They run them. They basically run them all tired. And that's it. What is their problem? Why would you send Anquan Bolden deep? He can't even beat linebackers. He can't beat linebackers down the field. He couldn't even beat the defensive linemen down the field if they were covering him. He's not beating anybody deep. Stop sending Anquan Boldin on deep routes. He is not a deep route runner. That's not his game. Learn how to utilize the players that you have. Why was Bruce Ellington in the game for only 2 plays 2 weeks before and now only 4 plays the week past? 4 plays. If he's so full of speed, he's got some gameplay ability, why the freak is he out of the game? Why is Quentin Patton still in the game? Quentin Patton gets personal fouls. Why for the life of me, they keep him in there? I have no clue. Why isn't Torrey Smith in there more often instead of Anquan Boldin? Why is Torrey Smith not in there on those single wide receiver sets with 3 tight ends? Why isn't some threat of speed in there so that way teams can't bunch up on us like Seattle was doing? Why? Why are these 49ers doing that? Why was Jared Hayne inactive? Why are they running Carlos Hyde when he has a stress fracture in his foot? He admitted it. A stress fracture in his foot. You've seen so many players with foot injuries take it, seriously get in trouble, basically out for the year. Patrick Willis retired because his foot hurt so bad that he was dealing with it, and the 49ers ran him to the ground, basically, to the point where he just can't play anymore, and he retired early. Why? Why would you do this to somebody? Why would you still, and I hear this week, he's going to play again. Sit him. Let him rest. I know he's our best running back, but let him rest. For crying out loud, let him rest. You have Jared Hayne. He had an awesome preseason. I get it. It's just preseason, but you know what? Let the guy play. Let him show what you can do. Why are you playing Reggie Bush over him on punt returns? Reggie Bush hasn't done well on punt returns in how long? This guy did it all preseason. Let him play. Just because he dropped 1 or 2 here and there, so what? The season can't get any worse. Let this dude get some playing time and some experience. I just don't get it. I don't understand what this team is doing. They promised us so much and they just don't ever come through. They're just lying to us. Just lying to us. And it's horrible to watch. On defense, we won't rotate too many defensive linemen. We aren't letting the right cornerbacks play. Why is Jimmy Ward in the game? He can't cover anybody out of the nickel. Put Keith Reaser in the game. Let Tremaine Brock go to the nickel and let Reaser cover the outside. Reaser's a much faster cornerback. Let him stay on the outside. Tremaine Brock can't handle these dudes. Tyler Lockett just ran a deep pattern on him like it was nothing and had him beat by like 3 or 4 steps. It's unbelievable. Let some of these guys play the game of football. You drafted them to play. Let them play. Stop putting these veterans in the game. Stop playing them. We don't need them. We need the up-and-comers to start up-and-coming. It's just unbelievable what they're doing. Antoine Bethea, I think he was hurt before he even got hurt. Because I watched him, he wasn't hitting like he normally does, and he was very timid the last couple of weeks in hitting receivers. His coverage was horrible, and Jaquiski Tartt is playing way better than him. Jaquiski Tartt came in the game, and the Seahawks couldn't do pretty much anything after he came in the game. There's got to be a reason for that. At least now it doesn't matter. Antoine Bethea's gone for the season. Now Jaquiski Tartt gets to show what he's made of, and probably Antoine Bethea won't be back next year. Another guy that won't be back next year, Vernon Davis. I hear all these trade rumors about Vernon Davis, yet I don't think Vernon Davis is going anywhere, folks. If they trade him and they better get something, either a 3rd or 4th round pick for Vernon Davis, which I don't think they can get. So if they can't get it, you keep Vernon Davis and you wait till the end of the season. If he signs with somebody else, then you get that comp pick for next year. Because you know what? If they trade him for more than a 5th round pick, I swear I'm going to be even more mad. Make a video just on that. Because it makes no sense to trade a guy for a late round pick that you know is going to be good. And the only reason he's not doing well for the 49ers is because they don't know how to use him. You bet your bottom dollar if Vernon Davis was on the Denver Broncos, on the New England Patriots, on the Green Bay Packers, on the Indianapolis Colts, put him anywhere, on any team that has a decent quarterback that will throw him the ball, the Cincinnati Bengals, anybody. You put him on any of those teams, they will find a way to use him. Imagine if Phillip Rivers had Vernon Davis. The way he uses Antonio Gates. You think Vernon Davis isn't more athletic than Antonio Gates? You think think about the San Diego Chargers if they had Vernon Davis. Anybody would want a weapon like that. But yet the 49ers can't figure out how to use him. They just can't. They can't figure. They've had him for years and just can't figure out how to use him. He should have had more than 13 touchdowns the year that he had 13 touchdowns. He had for a couple years. He should be averaging more than that. He's that kind of a weapon, but yet nobody knows how to use him on the San Francisco 49ers. The coaching staff just hasn't figured it out. It's been forever. The poor guy's 31 years old, wasting his career basically, just blocking freaking defensive ends off the line of scrimmage when he has that much speed and that much game-breaking ability, but yet nobody knows how to use him. It's unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And you guys shouldn't tolerate this as fans. You shouldn't accept this. Get a new head coach or a new offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, because Mangini doesn't know what he's doing either with his bend or not break defense. Decides to just start calling good defensive calls when they get to the 10-yard line, the opposing team that is, and that's when he decides to stiffen up. Come on, man. Come on, you're not going to win games that way. You got to do something. Do something. Make something happen. Put some playmakers in there. Do something. But yet, no, he just sits back on D with this soft zone coverage, and all you see all day long is completions by running backs and tight ends. Then finally they hit wide receivers deep because the 49ers decide to move up now when it's like too late. It's like 3rd and freaking 9, and they decide, oh, maybe now we'll do something. Or they'll blitz, or they won't even blitz. They'll just rush 3 guys. It's like watching Harbaugh and his staff all over again. It's like they're copycats. They're like, let's see if we can copy Harbaugh. It didn't work. It only worked for 3 years because Harbaugh just killed his players basically into doing so. And he ran them so much to the ground that when it got time to playoff time, it was so rough on the 49ers that half of them retired. They didn't retire because Harbaugh wasn't there. They retired because they were beat up. People just think they got it figured out, but I'm telling you right now, I mean, Harbaugh wasn't any better. And this team is just in a horrible state right now. And I feel bad for the players because I think they're talented. I think they're actually pretty decent players. And I think they're being guided in the wrong direction. These coaches don't know what to do with the players that they have. They haven't figured it out. They won't figure it out. They stick to what they think is the right way. And their way is, I'm sorry, but it's wrong. When you're losing, it's wrong, guys. It's wrong. Fix it. You say you're going to fix it? Well, then freaking fix it. Do actually something about it. Substitute players. Drop a player. Do what you got to do. They've made so many mistakes this year. It's unreal, the mistakes that they're making. And it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, guys. Like I said, tweet this video to Jed York. Don't forget to leave a comment on what you thought about the Seahawks game. Sorry I didn't talk about it too much, but there wasn't really much to talk about. I mean, there wasn't anything to talk about. The Niners did nothing in this game. Nothing. Let me know what you think in the comment section about the Niners season so far. Let me know what you think about the coaching staff. And I'm sorry. I apologize. Like I said, I apologize for falling for their bull crap. For just falling in line. I almost feel like I was a sheep. It's so frustrating, people. It's so frustrating. So hopefully next week they can get a win. I think the Rams are good, but I don't think they're that good. I just think we're probably going to get out-coached again. That's just how it happens. And if you have to see Jim Tomsula with that stupid freaking look on his face every time on the sideline, this look. You have to see that look on his face every time. Oh, it pains me. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Hopefully it's a victory. I don't have to do anything like this again because it's the same thing every week. Why? Because they keep doing the same things every week until they stop doing it. Tweet this video at Jed York, at any 49er player you want. And thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend. Peace.